Hello, lovely people. It has been a very long while, and Emmanuel and I are nowhere near ready to actually consistently make YouTube videos. And we've basically said, okay, we're going to stop until we actually can. However, I don't know when that day will come because we now have 2 kids and I have one on the way. So I think it's best to just, you know what, do what you can. And recently, something happened with one of my girls, which I will cut to the chase. She had an ear infection at the same time as a UTI and had just recovered from norovirus, and she was not doing well. We had some rough nights and we managed to clear up the inflammation in her ear without using antibiotics. Now, for those who care, this is exciting. For those who don't care, it's fine. I understand. I get pretty nerdy about this kind of health, natural remedy sort of stuff. And I was looking online for how to clear a toddler's ear infection. And it can't be something basically all I'm getting is just this stuff which is for adults, drink a glass of cranberry juice every hour. How am I supposed to make my kid drink that every hour? You know what, maybe for some kids that kind of thing works, but I needed something that was simple. So I will give you the solution up front. There were 2 things. The one thing that made the biggest difference is this. It's called Otovowen. I'll do the influencer thing now. I don't know if an iPhone camera blurs the background, but anyway, it's called Otovowen. And I live in Germany, so I know you can get this in Germany. I Googled, and there are definitely pharmacies that sell this in England as well. Unfortunately, Amazon don't sell it in England, but if you go to amazon.de, which is the German Amazon, you can buy it from there. If you go to see all buying options, and then you have to choose a different seller, but you can for sure get your hands on that stuff. That was the first thing. This stuff you do take frequently. So if it's an acute ear infection, it recommends to take it up to every half an hour or an hour, but it's literally 5 to 7 drops, and you put it on a spoon or you mix it in with a tiny bit of apple juice or a tiny bit of yogurt, and they go in, whoop, gone. My girls had no trouble with this at all, and it's amazing because usually you'd think, ear infection drops, that goes in your ear. No, this is taken by mouth. Amazing. I don't know if anyone else can imagine trying to put drops inside a toddler's ear. I don't even like having drops in my ear. So this was a no-no. However, the other thing, which I did use alongside that, which helped in the night if there was some sort of irritation, and please use caution, I am not your doctor. I'm just telling you what worked for me. I did also use this spray. So it's not a dropper, but basically that nozzle, you line up with the ear and you just pump twice, and the oil shoots into the ear. So once you have gotten your toddler calm and managed to get it in there, or not gotten them calm but managed to get it in there, it actually got to the right spot, and you don't have to make them lay on their side and then drop it in and wait for the oil to go down. It just goes in. It's a mix of all sorts of natural oils. But this helped during the night because actually both my girls had ear infections, but I only got it confirmed for one of them at the doctor. So I can attest for sure that the Otovowen worked for the one who was confirmed. I went yesterday to the doctor. Took about a week, and at the start of the week, she was complaining to me that her ear was hurting, and she was also waking in the night and saying that it hurts inside her ear. And yesterday, by then, she already was complaining way less, and the doctor said that the inflammation has gone. There's still a bit of water behind her ears, but the doctor suggested that simply some nasal spray will be enough. I think I'll also just keep taking a bit of Otovowen for a bit longer until it's all gone. But yeah, that was a success. And hopefully that answers the question for anyone who clicked on this being like, what do I use for a toddler? Question answered. Now, if you want some more background information, I can talk about my children for a long time. So if you want to stay for that, this is the part which frustrates me so much as a mother. As a mother who wants to use natural remedies, it's just so difficult because you go to your doctor and they're so well-meaning, and it depends who you get. But for this, like when I got the diagnosis for her, they said, okay, she needs to go on antibiotics. And well, after the nights of, well, I should say sleepless nights that we have all had for the past couple of months, for various reasons, and for the past few weeks due to the ear issues, I was willing to take anything. And I'd been up for how long? I don't know. At its peak, I was up for 3 hours with her, trying to help her just get back to sleep. It was not good. I'm also pregnant. Like, I don't have the energy. Anyway, when you are tired, you will take anything. And I was really close to taking antibiotics for her. However, my husband is my conscience at times, and he was just like, are you sure you want to do it? Is there anything else? Is there anything else you had in mind? I don't know. He asked me that a few days before, and I'd been like, oh yeah, it's fine. Like, I don't know of anything else. So I'm just going to use whatever they give me because we need to get rid of this. And she's in so much pain. It needs to go quickly. I can't faff around with some herbal stuff that may or may not work. That's, not super peer reviewed. And yeah, there's no money in testing herbal remedies. So they just don't get tested, which is annoying. And often is the case that they don't get tested. But anywho's, so I was going to give it to her. And then this conscience came back to me and I was like, Kaylee, your daughter is super sensitive. Until now, most medications she has been given from the doctor have not gone very well because for whatever reason, she's reacted to it a bit. Her skin is sensitive. She had worms recently. We had the dewormer. She broke out in hives. She had a huge histamine response. And I was just like, okay, if we start antibiotics, we have to finish. We can't stop. And there's almost no question. She's probably going to get the typical side effects of like diarrhea, maybe vomiting, probably nausea. And she's just been through so much. And I just thought, okay, I need to like get some more energy one more time and just look for something natural. And it actually didn't take that long. With a quick Google, I came across this stuff. I don't know what I looked up. Something in German. Ohrenentzündung für Kinder. I can't remember what I looked up, but like ear infection drops for kids or something. This stuff came up. I went to my pharmacy and I asked them if they have it, and she knew it. And I asked her if she had experience, and she said, yeah, lots of people use this. And I was like, and does it work? And she was like, yeah, it's good. Like she was so chill about it. Usually, anyway, I kind of thought she would give me some of that information up front, but she was anyway, yeah, I asked, she said it worked. And so I took it, and within a few days, it was better. However, it seemed as though it got better the next day and then got a bit worse. And then I was just confused because there were so many reviews for this online where people said it got better and stayed better like after a day and like stayed better. And I was like, something is off. There's no way for both of my kids this is somehow a bit up and down. And then I realized it says 5 to 7 drops. And this is, I don't know, maybe if the company could see this, they can confirm. But at first, I was tipping the drops like this on the side because they seemed to come out quite quickly. So I was tipping them from the side to slow it down. And then I was reading the directions again, the instruction booklet, and it explained the number of drops within 1 milliliter of a dropper. This doesn't come with a dropper. It's just, you just tip it and it comes straight out. But when they said that, I was doing some maths and I was thinking, okay, I have more than half a jar left. And at the rate I've been giving it to them, I shouldn't have half a jar. So I realized I have been underdosing. So then I started giving the drops like this on the spoon. Drop, 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 count my 7. Flick it up to finish. And since then, it was gone. And then obviously we went to the doctor yesterday, and now my girl who I had originally had checked, they said the inflammation is gone. So hurrah, that worked. I was so relieved. But in the meantime, when things were a bit sticky, also at night time, this did a good job. And this is actually on the UK Amazon. Again, I don't know if iPhone is blurring this out. I can leave a link for both anyways. Yeah, so that's my experience. Oh, I don't think I even finished that off. When I first went to the doctor as well, I did ask if there's anything natural that I could offer instead of antibiotics. Well, the doctor said no. So I did feel a bit dejected after being at the doctor, because I did expect, well, you expect all your options to be presented to you. And so I was disappointed that they just said, kind of take this and that's it. But I am so grateful, so grateful to have found something where we didn't need to take antibiotics. Also because, and I'm sure many of you have heard of this, antibiotics, the more you take them, the more likely the bacteria are to build some resistance to them. And so that's why we end up with some people, unfortunately, they'll have one ear infection, they'll take antibiotics, it will go away, but then it just seems to keep coming back. And I really didn't want that to happen to me either. And by the way, the same thing applies for UTIs. I also have something for children's UTIs, but I haven't got the results back yet from that. So once I do, I will update you all. Yeah, I hope it's been helpful. This product has given me some sleep again, and it's given my daughter so much relief. And it's so heartbreaking watching them in the night. You know, you can't sleep, but they're in pain, and that's why it was really tough to just watch her and feel like there's nothing I could do. And it's just wonderful to now have the problem gone, and to have been able to do it in a more natural, gentle on the body way. So yeah. Oh, and for those wondering, my daughter is under the age of 3. I won't say which one, just for their privacy in the future as well. But yeah, she's under the age of 3. So yeah, this works for children. I think it even works, doesn't say on the bottle directly, but it does in the instructions. I think it is from age 1, but double check on the instructions, please, and consult with your doctor beforehand, because I'm really not a doctor. But those are the things that worked really well for us. So if you wanted to try them, there's your information, and I hope it's very helpful for someone who's looking for things for a toddler. And that's me out. Have a great evening, guys. Bye-bye.